Hey, what's going on? Jonathan McKnight, Director of Operations, Momentum 360 here, coming to give you a quick little talk. I wanted to touch base on property marketing as a whole and what you're able to do as a photographer, as an agency, to go and to help your clients. As some of you know, if you've been following me for a while, you know that we really specialize in virtual tours, and that is really our bread and butter and has been for a while. But in the last year or so, we've branched out into other areas, and particularly that's been video. So that's what I was up to today. I'm out here in gorgeous Pennsylvania out here. I was just shooting a video commercial client for someone who manufactures and installs ponds. So these aren't pre-built per se, they're all custom built in location. And this is definitely something that counts under property marketing. So you might want to get your head out of the idea that, oh, you can only serve real estate agents. Ask your real estate agent clients, who do you know has done something that has increased value for your clients? And go and chase those people down. You can get some fantastic referrals that way. So ultimately what we did for this project, and I'll be releasing some of the footage later on once it's complete and edited, is different videos that were put together to help their clients understand what they can get for a set budget. So for example, we showed off what a $10,000 water feature would look like. We showed off what a $50,000 water feature would look like, and so on and so forth, up to $150,000. And so it was really fairly easy in negotiation when you're looking at these selling price points. Sorry, the coolest red biplane just flew over. Really neat. Anyway, so when you're talking about pricing with customers like this, and you're hitting at these, hey, we're showing off items, ponds in this case, that are $50,000 each, it's really easy to set and show value in the customer's mind as far as what this is going to do for you overall in terms of helping you sell more. Now, it's important for something like this that you don't want to sell someone in entirety. You want somebody to pick up the call and obviously call your client. But this is just a really good example of how property marketing can extend even further out to actual things that go onto the property. Go contact your local, lawn care. Go contact the local pool installer. Go contact the local pond installer. Go figure out what your local plumbers need. A lot of the tradespeople right now, the plumbers, the electricians, people like this in construction, they're booked. There is a national shortage of these professions, and so these people have really more business than they can get a hold of in a lot of cases. But if you're finding somebody who might just be starting out, there could be opportunities there potentially. So really keep that in mind as somebody who's into property marketing. Now, obviously, the equipment that's required in order to make a video as opposed to a virtual tour, these are completely different things. These are pretty much totally different skill sets to a degree. So being able to move back and forth may not be totally palatable. You've really niched down into what you do. You may not think of expanding, but if business is slow, you might have to expand. This is something that, you can really use AI for. If you're not using ChatGPT to help expand on your ideas and what you can do, you really need to start doing it. So use that tool creatively, but ultimately understand that as a property marketer, you're able to do a lot. You're able to come in and really expand on your value if and when you need to. Yes, there are people out there who crush it and they don't need to do anything else, and all they can do is photography and make $175,000 a year and crush it. Yes, there are people out there that exist, but for the rest of us who are in the middle of the market, you are really inclined to include as many other services as you possibly can so that you can stay busy. I mean, there's no point in having all this expensive gear if it's just going to sit on the shelf. So ultimately, pick where you're able to provide extra value, more value, and leverage the network that you have in order to get out there and get projects. And remember, wealthier people pay more. If you are dealing with people who are broke, if you're dealing with businesses that are struggling, they're not going to have the budget for it. Go find the most valuable, or I should say, profitable business that you can, or that you suspect, and go pitch to them. Figure out what their value is. Have a plan. When you go in, know what they're charging for their services. Try to figure out what the industry standard is for how many they're moving. Try to figure out how many they're moving of whatever they're moving, whether it's, ponds or, landscaping jobs. It could be anything. And come up with creative solutions to help drive property marketing, because property marketing isn't just selling homes. It's not just selling commercial real estate. It's all the things that go into it. And if you're smart as a marketer, you're going to be able to cover a lot of those different areas and frankly, make a lot of money doing it. All right, that's all for me, Jonathan, Momentum 360. Reach out if you need any type of property marketing. We're here for you. In the meantime, we'll see you on the next one.